the truth.
Welcome to Drop Me Off in Nashville with Scotty and friends.
Hey, welcome back to Drop Me Off in Nashville. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Look good. How you been?
Doing good.
A big congratulations to Mark George. Muck Eyes is open.
Yes, going great.
I need you to do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Play that opening one more time just so I can get it to these people's heads. Just play it one more time for me, will you?
Let's roll it.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Welcome to Drop Me Off in Nashville with Scotty and friends.
You guys hear it? I'm not being an ass, but I touched a nerve, and I'm glad I did. The last two shows I did, number one was just for a friendly guy at the beach. He wanted to know where to go in Nashville, so I started telling him, I'll make a show just for you, sir, so you and your wife can have a good time in there, because I hear it all the time. So I wanted to do something nice for this gentleman, put it up on Roku TV and put it up on all the platforms, and you guys blasted me. One guy said, I think I'm going to get 3 examples because I think they were all really, really hilarious. I said the Ryman is about a block up off of Broadway. That's Commerce Street, sir, if you're watching this, which I know. And how I know that is about 18 years ago, where all that stuff is now wasn't there. It was a parking lot, and I used to sleep in it, in my truck, in that parking lot before all that 11th floor building is, where George Strait's record label used to be up there on the 11th floor. I know you don't know about that either, but all that was there even before you were probably even thought of in your old man's eye. That's number one. So I know where the Ryman is because I used to sleep next to it every night. Number 2, I said the Valley has all these wonderful hotels, and one guy goes, yeah, the Fiddler's Inn is a great place. I know that. I know the Fiddlers is kind of their own thing. It caters to their own demographic. It caters to the people who want to come to town to live their dream and maybe not sleep in their truck, but can afford a hotel that is in their price range. Is that so bad? I don't think so. Thirdly, one of the shows I said, you get on this plane and you get to Nashville and you land your plane on Broadway and you learn everything you can, and then you get off of Broadway and you go up to Music Row and you get yourself a record deal because you learned how to hold people in the palm of your hand. That was the whole gist of it. One guy blasted me. I don't agree with that. I've been doing this for X amount of years and blah, blah, blah. And this one finally got under my skin because I thought, I sent them a note actually. And this is the first time I really entertained anything because I don't really entertain nonsense. And I just said, sir, would you please give your opinion on what you think these kids should do if they want to get a record deal when they get to Broadway? What would you be your opinion? What would you think? And, secondly, we're not ugly here. This is just my show with my opinions. This is just my show, my experiences. This is just my show, my realities of having a Billboard artist with 3 hits on the radio this past year. This is with my experience with working with some of the best producers in LA that work with the best artists in the entire world, from Lady Gaga to Rihanna to many others. Not name dropping, these are just facts. They're just my experiences. And if you listen to show 1, 2, or 3 when we first started, I say every single person is going to have their own journey. My journey as a manager is probably completely different than journey X, than journey A, than journey R. We're all different. We all do it different. We handle it different. We probably manage different. We all have different personalities. That's the journey, you guys. That's going to be your story. That's what you get to sell in a book one day once you get your deal. Once they do a Netflix special on you. That's yours. So don't piss on mine. Because it might not be yours. We're here to help the dreamer, good, bad, or ugly. And I'll tell you, what I saw from a lot of people, you have no chance of getting a record deal. You're too thin-skinned. You have no chance. If your opinion, let me give you an example. This is a very good one. Please listen to this. We opened up for submissions about a year ago, and we did it for about 3 weeks. We were inundated. I think 20, 30,000 people responded. We couldn't even get to all of them. We picked who we wanted to pick, and we picked the right person. And Michael Gillis has done amazing. Anyway, we had particulars. We said, we need you to send us A, B, and C, and then write us a short bio about yourself and send it to us. Real simple. 4 steps. The worst artist right now, they're growing and they'll build and they'll get better. The worst artist that's sent us stuff did everything to the T. It was perfect. Perfect. The right links, the right order, easy. We do it for time. Bop, 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 bop. Yes, pass or keep. Pop, 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 pop. Pass or keep. The best of you, you couldn't follow one damn thing. Here's my website. Check it out. Your arrogance will get you nothing in Nashville. There's 100,000 people behind you that don't have your same attitude. You're hard-headed. You can't be managed. You can't be helped. You can't be shown. You can't be directed. Because grandma thinks your song is great means nothing on Music Row to any executive. None of them. Most times, they're going to groom you in another way anyway, whether you like it or not. Or they might shelf you because you got a big mouth. And a lot of you got one. Why? Do you understand how big of a competition that you're in Nashville, Tennessee? Do you understand that anybody next door or the floor above you or below you or standing outside watching you is probably better than you? And then you're going to add your attitude or your thin skin on top of it? You guys, don't do that. There's absolutely no reason for it. There's 2 ladies on the internet, and I love to watch them because we kind of all echo each other because we're all in this business. And I wrote their names down because you guys can actually see. And you want to know what? The one of them, her name is Liz, and she's called Liz, the music manager. She's Stephen Bishop's wife. This woman is the sweetest, the smartest manager I've ever come across by far. She knows her business like she knows the back of her hand. She knows how to market like she is a genius. And Liz, when you're watching this, you are good. And I remember when you first started, people were blasting you, what's happening to me. And I sent you a note and I said, just delete them. And now I get it why it kind of got under your skin, because at the beginning of the show, it kind of got under mine, because I thought, here I am giving you away the holy grail, or kind of giving you advice, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, or I'm giving you my experiences. And you guys are mad about it or upset about it, or because I said a block and it was a half a block, or I said a Fiddler's Inn is a great place when you don't think it is. But to people who've never been to Nashville and are living their dream, maybe they don't have to sleep in their truck, they could sleep at the Fiddlers. They're price friendly. I think that's kind of nice of them myself, because they're always full. Parking lot's always packed. It's my favorite place to go whenever I'm in town, so I already know that they're doing real well for themselves. They were on national television show on some hotel renovation show. I think they're doing okay. Liz, the manager. Check her out on Instagram. Check her out on TikTok. She's great. Great. She just put a publishing book out. These steps to do to take care of your publishing. It's on Amazon. Put her name in there, Liz, the manager, and get this book and read it, please. She's great. And the other one is, her name is Top Music Attorney. And she has this little red streak in her hair. And my friend John Albany, we were talking about her on the John Albany show, and I said, yeah, that lady online, she's an attorney, and she's got that. He goes, yeah, with the red streak. I said, she's good. That won't. Yesterday, she put a post out about I'm trademarking. Trademark. She said you need to trademark your own name, especially if you hit it big. And I haven't dived in, and I haven't went to the trademark office, and I know not much about the trademark at all. Excuse my ignorance. I've just never dealt with it, never had to. But now she has my attention. Why I might be having this conversation with our people that we manage and going, maybe this is something you should look into. I don't know. But Liz, the music manager, look him up, follow him, please. And top music attorney. Follow those two ladies, okay? Please do. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, this is Tommy Two-Tone, and you're listening to Drop Me Off in Nashville.
Hold up now, quick pit stop. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you're following Drop Me Off in Nashville on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Amazon Music, and Audible. All them good places your mama listens when she's cleaning the house. All right, let's get back to the madness.
Hey, welcome back to Drop Me Off in Nashville. You know, everybody wants the dream, right? We get to Nashville, we want that big dream. We have something conjured up in our head on how this should look, or we hear a song on the radio and we think, God, that song sucks. My song's way better than that. And you go, I'm going to move to Nashville because I'm going to make it, and I'm going to have sellout arenas, and I'm going to have all these Broadway lights, and I'm going to have publishing deals and write-arounds, and I'm going to be a major artist one day, and I'm going to have all this social media success, and I'm going to do branding, and I'm going to have these companies reach out to me. But very few of you understand to get there is a process. A lot of rejection, a lot of debt, years of struggle, could cost you a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, or marriage. A lot of temptation down there. You got to network. The networking is hard. You got to build your brand. You always see me in this blue shirt. I'm trying to move a point, blue hat. This thing is probably can stand up on its own. I wear it so much to this show. But remember we talk about branding? I did a whole show on branding. I'm doing this stuff for a reason, you guys. There's a reason behind all it. It's a brand. So I know you get tired of wearing the same thing, but go buy 20 of them, the same color, same style, so people start remembering you. And then make sure your socials all match. Look at Montgomery Gentry. Look at Garth. Look at Lady Gaga, how she's so off the wall, but that's her brand. Elton John, off the wall, but that's his brand. You got to find that niche. I got a girl, her name is Ashley Lynn. She brings a bubble machine that she squirts. The people go crazy over it. Speaking of Ashley Lynn, put a song on Spotify. It's called Ashley Lynn Partners in Crime is the name of it. Check it out. And she just got in contact by a music agent out of another state. And I told her last night, and I haven't talked to her yet today, I said, do not sign that paper. Now, if this agent, we had a show with Julie Black, and we talked about agencies, and Julie will give you a lot of good advice. Her name is Julie Black. Look up that show. We talked about agents, but I told this to Ashley. I said, don't sign that contract. Like, if it's a one-off, he wants to do a one show with you in a certain state, and you're going to do it, and you're going to agency, and he's going to get you the gig, so you pay him, yes. But if he's going to sign you exclusive, don't do that. You're on Broadway, you have your spot, you're building your brand, you're meeting with people are recognizing you, you're getting brought into the studio, you got your own stuff going out. If you get locked into this agent, remember, his job is to make money for his company or him. So next thing you know, he may have 50 shows for you all up in his area of the world. Now, all the momentum you built in Nashville and the connections that you made are now slipping because the people behind you who are staying at the Fiddler's Inn and not their truck is now taking your spot, and you lost your spot on Broadway. You gotta really think it through. Maybe it is the time to go do just touring and not play Broadway anymore. And I know a girl by the name of Shawn Mayer who does that. Shawn Mayer is sickening talented, and she's booked all over the entire world. So there's circumstances where it will work, you guys, and there's circumstances where it might not. So be very careful, or make this agency prove to you that they really do have your best interests in mind, and they're not just going to stick you in every rat hole club in Oklahoma somewhere or Minnesota somewhere where you really don't belong. If your track is, I want a record deal, get here. Now, with that said, when you do go to a majors, you have to show data. We talked about that. You have to present yourself that you've sold out these shows, that you built yourself a brand, that you are able to draw a crowd. You know, you're able to sell tickets. Now you can get an agency because you have data proof of what you've done. So you see, it's business. It's not just, oh my God, I'm so happy Bill from blah, blah called me and I'm going to be on, he's going to sign me and he's going to be my agent and he's going to get me all these shows. It's a bigger picture than that. Be strategic, be smart, think it through, manage it. Look at what your end game is. What are you trying to gain? Where are you building to? Not where the agency is trying to sell you for him or her. What is it going to work for your career? How do I keep my foot in Nashville and my continuous growth, and also bring in these shows to show that I have data and I can sell out a show and that I'm sought after at? See, it's a balance. But remember, you're the brand, you're the product, you're the dumb blue shirt, you're the dumb blue hat. Work towards your brand. Does that make sense? Think that through really carefully what I'm saying, and understand that everything that you do is for your end game, not for anybody else's. Because when you're good, and if an agency's coming after you, they already know you're good. I already know you're good. Everybody who comes and sees you knows you're good. But now take that to your advantage and build your business plan off of that talent. Okay? Talent is everywhere in Nashville. Right? Nashville is great. It's full of talented people. Walk in any bar. And if you doubt me, follow any stranger that you can kind of tell as a tourist in Nashville. And when they walk in, just watch their face or watch what they say to their husband or their wife or their boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever they're with, their friends. They're like, That town is full of talent. There's great singers on every corner. There's amazing guitar players. There's always somebody just a little bit better than you. There's the best songwriters everywhere you look. Everyone is doing it. There's beautiful voices. They're all in common, all trying to do the same thing, exactly what you're trying to do. How do you separate from those great people? How does your image, your blue hat, your brand stick out from them? That's the stuff you got to be concentrating on. You got to be a business person. You're consistent. You're professional. You're not a drunk. You got a great attitude. You're slapping people on the back. You're saying thanks. Your ego is on the stage. Not as soon as you take those 2 steps down or those 5 steps down, your ego stops. On that stage, give them everything you got. Knock their freaking socks off. Sebastian Roberts he'll knock your socks off. He is fantastic on a stage. But he walks off, that guitar pick goes in his pocket, the guitar goes to the tech, he wipes his face. Next thing you know, he's slapping you on the back and talking to you like he's known you the rest of your life. Loretta Lynn, same thing. Garth Brooks, same thing. Got to figure that out. Because when you get off there, they want you to be human. They're country music fans. They want you to be human. They want to feel like they're connected with you. You have to understand the business of the music business. We're going to go just a little bit deeper on this. Stick in there with me. We'll be right back after this.
Got a song in your heart and a story to tell? At Music Road Productions, we don't just see you as another artist, we see your potential, and we build it. Whether you're laying down your first track or ready for a radio push, we offer full-service artist development, management, publishing, and promotion. From studio sessions with world-class musicians to branding, social media strategy, and radio campaigns, we handle the business so you can stay focused on your music. We make sure your songs are protected, copyrights registered, royalties collected, every tiny detail handled with care. Charting? That's not luck. That's teamwork. That's vision. That's Music Road Productions, guiding your journey from demos to Billboard, from studio benches to spotlight stages. If you've got drive, talent, and a sound worth sharing, we've got the roadmap. Visit musicroadproductions.com. Music Road Productions, where real artists become real stories.
You here though? There's these fellas running all over Nashville causing a ruckus. I think their names is Scott and his hooligan friends. They kind of cute though.
Okay, so I have a couple more segments that I want to go through. Then I'm going to cut this because I have a lot to talk about on this topic. So I'm going to do it in part 1 and part 2. Okay, but I want to go through 2 more segments. So hang in there with me on this stuff. Please don't get mad, but you're probably gonna. And if you do get mad, then you kind of know the answers on what you should be doing with your trajectory in the music industry. Because I'm kindergarten compared to what's going to happen to you on Music Row. Kindergarten. Nobody owes you a shot. Doesn't matter what your parents think, what your friends think, what the people down on Broadway think, what the people up in Wisconsin think. Doesn't matter. Nobody owes you a shot. Labels, they don't owe you a deal. Producers, they don't owe you their time. Venues, they don't own you a stage. Nobody owes you. Managers, I don't own you. I don't own like you. I don't own you a development deal. I don't have to help you get to where you need to go. I don't. It's business. I'll help you, direct you if you're manageable, if you're helpable. It costs money. Not just from the management point of view, from your point of view. To launch a good campaign, you're about $1 million and 4 full-time people working for you. Again, these are my experiences that I've went through in 2025, 2026. I know exactly what it takes to put this stuff out. It is a full-time job and then some with 4 people. There's social media, there's marketing, there's your publicist, there's radio interviews, TV interviews, podcasts if people want you on their podcast. There's so many things that have to be set up and arranged. Then you have to deal with your producer and writing, and then you're writing music, and you have to get in the studio, and you have to get some tracks down, and then you have to work those vocals, and you need vocal rest, and then you have to meet with your vocal teacher twice a week to make sure you don't blow your voice out. There's so much that goes, and then you have some deal that comes in that your management team needs to struggle, or somebody's putting something out in a post that wasn't approved, and now you have to do the work to taking that down and how you adjust all that stuff. There's so much that has to go into it. There's no entitlement in Nashville or anywhere in the music industry. I can't speak for LA. I can't. They probably do things a lot different there, and that's okay. That's their deal. There's artists out there you can't expect. Artists out there earn. Build your data, build your brand, build your social media. Do the last show that I did, 18 points, putting your stuff out there correctly. Do that. Follow the rules. Get everything licensed. Get everything approved. Go through CD Baby. Do all the stuff that you're supposed to do. Go through the MLC. Copyright, all the pros, worldwide, not just international, all of it. You got to make sure you take care of your songwriting, take care of your lyrics. You get paid off that as well. All of that has to be taken care of. But you got to do that stuff. That shows you that you're a professional. That's when you get that executive meeting. You're not going, oh, let me just play you my song here. And within the first 3 lines, he's already thinking about what he's going to have for lunch. Imagine if you went, here's my packet, sir. Here's what I've done in the last 2 years. As you can see, we grossed $890,000, and we paid out $423,000 of that. The majority of that was online sales. You're not even going to get to the online sales, and he's going to be taking out his pen, writing a big yes on your paper, or the word now to sign you right now. Because he knows you get the business. He doesn't have to teach you. You already got it. The last thing I want to talk about is how I started the show. Stop taking things so personal. There's no reason for it. Don't be so thin-skinned. I don't need to count the steps from Broadway to the Ryman to say it's exactly 48 steps. I just thought it was a half a block up because the Ryman takes a whole block up. Can't miss it. I used to sleep in the parking lot. Artists, every single one of you, I swear to Jesus, every single one of you, you wear your heart on your sleeve. I don't care who you are. Every single one. I have a little bit of that, for sure. I'm not an artist like you guys. You guys are the talent. Not every criticism equals hate. If somebody criticizes you, take it as constructive criticism. If somebody's giving you advice, be thankful. If you want me to come and see your show, don't say, hey, you want to see real talent, come to Texas and Billy Laurie's place because they're great there. How about, hey, Scott, I want to send you an invite to come down to Billy and Laurie's place because we're really good down here and we think we have something to offer. We would like to extend an invitation, maybe pay your flight, have you come down. We're playing on these days. We'd love to have you as a guest to come see us when we perform. And I'll be like, let's get into this. Let's check this guy out. Let's check this girl out. Let's check this band out. Let's see what they're all about. Let's see what their socials are like. See what they're doing. I respond, yes, this looks really good. I would love to come down. Give me 4 dates in the next month, and I'll be there on one of those 4 dates. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to be there because I want you to be who you are if I'm not in the room. Don't just blast me online and think that that's how you're going to get my attention. Be a professional. Be nice. It is just as easy to be nice as an asshole. It's probably easier to be nice than it is to be an asshole. Right, Mark? I mean, do you ever get that? That people are just, you're an asshole.
Yeah, and in this business, you get it, even on my end, on the recording, production end of it. I don't know, I don't know if it's nerves, if it's in people who are, they're not sure they've got what it takes or they're just, or what. But it's usually, when I get that, it's usually from people who talk a big game, but they don't really have anything behind it.
Yeah, that's an offer.
Nothing to offer.
Yeah.
I get people who come to the studio, and I'm always amazed how they'll talk. They set high expectations, and they'll talk about how wonderful they are and how great they are, and they're going to take me with them, and they're going to become famous, and they're going to make me famous, and they get in the live room and get behind the microphone, and there's nothing there.
Nothing
When
there.
I say nothing, I mean they just
Nothing.
freeze, and they don't remember their lyrics. Their guitar's not tuned. It's always the big talkers are always the ones I have trouble with.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? Remember, I was telling you, the very best. They can't figure it out, and the worst. I don't know what it is, you guys. Music, the industry's hard. It's never been easy, and as you can see from Mark's point of view, Mark is very, very well connected. When I say connected, he makes me look like I'm just getting started. So when I tell you that the guy's been around the block, he has, and he's seen it and done it all, and I'm very privileged to be in his room with him. But I'll tell you, it's not easy, and if it was, everybody would do it. As you can see, everybody tries, and a lot of people don't make it. And that's the sad part, because in most cases, or a lot of cases, you're probably better than the person that they signed. I mean, really, realistically, you really are. Not just what you've conjured up in your head or what grandma's told you. You really are. They were just in the right place at the right time at that certain time when that label was looking for something. the part that sucks. Sucks. Kind of went on a tangent today, and I'm sorry for that. But I think it was important to let you know that this is a place of advice, good or bad or ugly. This is a place for experiences, good or bad or ugly, but they're mine. And I'm just sharing them. If you can get anything out of it, great. If you can't, I understand. If you got better ideas, do it for sure. I just want to see you succeed. I just want you to be that person out there that made it, because it's not easy. And tune in. We love having you. Be nice on the internet. I'm just going to block you eventually. I won't read it, but I'll just get rid of you, because you could tell within the first couple sentences when it's attack. I don't even finish. I just block. We're here in a place of fun, of understanding, of maybe helping you grow your career, of maybe you giving some advice that you never heard before. Maybe come on out and see a play. I would love that. That's what my whole job is to try to find talent. I would love to come out and just say hi. Come see you perform somewhere. I don't care where you are in the United States. If you're great, you're great. If you got a great online presence, you got a great brand, you got some momentum on Spotify and YouTube, you're handling your product properly. I would love to come and see you. Reach out, be nice, and we'll see what we can do. Thanks for turning in to Drop Me Off in Nashville, and we'll see you next week. We're going to do part 2. We're going to finish this one, okay? Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining Scotty and Friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join the Drop Me Off in Nashville family. Engineering and production provided by Podcast Production Music.
Well, Nashville, can't thank you enough for all the time.
Y'all come back now. Here?